good friend Victoria, and Victoria and I, how long have we known each other?
About I think we met, oh, it's almost 6 years ago.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
But we've become fast and close friends in a very short amount of time. 6 years is nothing to sneeze at, but for sure, it's our friendship has grown over the years very quickly. So why don't you let everybody know what it is that you do on a normal outside of quarantine world?
Outside of quarantine, I am a tour manager for various musical artists. Most of them are heavy rock or metal. And yeah, I am actually not even home for, on average, I'd say 7 to 9 months a year. I'm away from home. So it's very strange being home for this long.
I imagine.
Like let's see, I got back from my last tour December 4th. So we're
So
looking at like 5 months.
it's
A long time. It's usually like max 2 months. So
so
5 is a lot. Yeah.
prior to prior to this, when is the last time you were home in one place for that long? Like New York?
I'm thinking like even when I was off tour in New York, I worked so many different jobs that I would be home, but I would still be working all the time. So
Yeah, so like
constantly
out of
busy is the theme here.
the house. I know that there's a lot of people who can relate, not to as much as like the travel that you do. I mean, when you really are in the full swing of work mode, your travel truly consists of, I mean, you are on plane to plane, hotel to hotel, venue to venue. You are not in one spot for very long at all. So I'm sure that that is not everyone's norm, but with some of the people that you've been in contact with now, what are you hearing as some of those challenges about being in one spot?
I know that a lot of people are feeling lack of motivation. Like, what's the point of even getting up? What's the point of doing anything right now? Especially in the last few days, they've been there. It's not 100% yet, but there's been talks that basically the music industry will be closed for the rest of the year. I mean, that's what everyone's been talking about now this past week. I know yesterday Red Rocks is now closed for the unforeseeable future, which is a huge hit for everyone because people travel from all over the world to go see shows there. But yeah, each day there seems to be like more and more states just choosing this path, and it's, I mean, I think we just all have to accept that that's just how it is right now. So um, but it still doesn't make it any easier for those of us who are in the service industry. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that it is that kind of ominous, like you wake up and you read the news and it's like, oh my gosh, what's tomorrow going to bring? Because today I just got this another layer of unfortunate information, whether it's cases or it's closures or it's friends posting and they're so down and out. To your point, like every day is another kind of hit in this, like how deep is this gonna go? What do you think would be like out of the two main struggles, if you can cherry pick two of the biggest for you, what would be one of those two? So what would be the first kind of that priority of like, this has been the hardest component of living in what this norm looks like?
I mean, I think it's definitely what I just mentioned, motivation.
Yeah.
I have tried to set a routine for myself. It's really hard. I know a lot of people haven't even gotten to that point yet, but I'm at least happy that I've been able to set aside 2 hours in the very early morning to just like, I've been working on like trying to improve my photography skills, or trying to cook something I've never made before, or do little things like that. But
Yeah.
I don't feel that way every day. Some days I wake up and I feel awful. I don't want to do either of those things right when I wake up. And I think that the big struggle is definitely finding the motivation daily.
Yeah.
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 And I think this translates very easily to hair and makeup. Like, why should I do my hair today? Why should I put on makeup today? And I'll tell you what, all of the Zooms I've been doing and all of the fun hangouts, that's motivated me to like, oh, I'm gonna dress nice and put some dry
Right?
shampoo in my hair, maybe lip gloss today.
You're like, I have lips on my hairs, but I'm not wearing underwear.
Exactly. Like, do I have shorts on right now? So,
It's like cheering up. It's perfect. On point.
yeah.
Looking good. It's
Yeah.
questionable what's happening down below.
Yeah. Just a little product placement. I use the Pulp Riot Berlin dry shampoo today.
Oh, yes.
It's awesome.
That's awesome.
It smells really good.
Right? It's
Yeah.
totally like,
Yeah.
it's delicious smelling.
It's really good. Yeah.
There's no other way. It just smells delicious. Well, your hair looks on point. It's
Thanks.
No, I think that you're right, though. Just to circle back, I feel like that creating some sort of whatever here and now looks like for a routine, and like that get up, I'm going to do my best to carve out this time to do whatever is going to give me some sort of happiness. And even if it's just like you said, for 2 hours,
Mm-hmm.
having something to look forward to. But then also on the other side of it, I would say is like that self-forgiveness. If today's not the day, like
Yeah.
it's Monday and I'm feeling like Garfield, and
Yeah.
so maybe Tuesday we're gonna try again. And I think that we all have to give ourselves a little bit of that wiggle room to be like, you know what, today isn't the day for that, but tomorrow I'll get a good night's sleep. We'll see how tomorrow looks like, and maybe I will get that motivation or feel inspired to have that routine again.
Yeah.
So I think it's good.
Yeah. I think we have to accept that everyone's going to have daily highs and lows, and you don't know when those are going to suddenly come on or not. So
Right?
accepting that helps.
I was making dinner the other night, and the kids are in their own playful space, and like, I'm almost in awe of their ability to imagine and to escape, right? Like, this isn't like, yeah, they're at home, but like their imagination allows them to go to a different place that their body and their mind connected is like not in the living room. Like, it was amazing. And then I'm just like stirring the pot of food. Like, what am I doing? Just like tears running down. And then I just had to like suck it up. I'm like, okay, I needed to get that out clearly. But all right, shake it off, and like, all right, kids, dinner's ready, and on to the next thing. So I have like envy of my children for the ability to do that, which, maybe we should try to tap into that a little bit more too.
For sure, yeah.
So what else do you think has been like, if that's number one, what's that like close second look like?
Well, I guess it would be tied into the first one, which would be consistency.
Yeah.
And also finding ways to be productive and consistent each day.
What are some of like the strategies as far as like consistency? I know I'll share with everybody that we've been doing these like really fun trivias, and I'm like, it's the one thing I'm gonna look forward to stuff, but I really look forward to doing this like trivia at whatever time of day. I know that 1 hour is gonna pop up, and I'm like, okay, quick, everyone, like, let's sign on to trivia. And that's been like a consistent thing, I know, for me and for you as well. But what are some of those consistent things that are falling in?
A lot of them have been Zooms, but also one of my friends from touring does a live acoustic session every morning, Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. It's 8 a.m. Our time, but it's 10 a.m. Central where he's at. But it's him and his wife and daughter, and they just play covers and originals, and it's really cute because he changes the camera angle every day, and it's like him playing his daughter, and then it's just really sweet. And
That's
they've
awesome.
been doing it for 3 weeks now because each week he's like, "This is season whatever," and that has been one really cool, consistent thing that I have listened to every Monday through Friday.
That's
And
awesome.
while I do that, I usually work on something else. So I'm associating watching that every day, which there's so many of these on Instagram Live right now. There are so many. Like, I'm sure if anyone looks it up, you can find something cool, like whether it be a chef doing a cooking class every week or a band like talking about like what's coming up or like doing a live acoustic session. So many crazy things. Did you see that Goldfinger video?
No, I
They re-recorded a song each in their own homes
no
and put it
kidding.
all together. It's so cool. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
I
I'll have
think
to
that
check.
came out a couple days ago. I'll send you the link to that.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I think things like that can motivate you. You
Yeah.
know, like, oh, I need to get up because I really want to see this,
Yeah.
or yeah, just things like that. So
That's awesome. I feel like much like music, hair community is there is a lot of that as well. And
mhm,
just trying to find somebody that does inspire you and does feel like you can kind of zone out, but yet at the same time, like your brain is working by watching them do whatever their craft is. If it's a cut demonstration or like a style, or it's just two stylists talking about inspiration. I think to your point, there's a lot of that is available on Instagram too. And I know
mhm,
I've found myself kind of diving into some of those rabbit holes, but I love that idea of finding the one thing that's like consistently there
mhm,
every day. I haven't done that yet in terms of hair. I've been kind of like hummingbird around, like when the time
yeah,
comes. But I think to your point, that just like the Zoom trivia, if we could find that time
mhm,
to do it consistently, it would be something to look forward to. So I love
definitely,
that idea. I
yeah,
think it's great. Well, I know that there's an endless amount of like struggles rather than like just the top two. There's so many and so many different layers of that. But I
mhm,
think just keeping that positivity and finding what does work, and then again,
mhm,
that self-forgiveness is so huge right now. And then I would say too, really only getting upset about the things that we can actually control, right?
mhm,
Feel like you can kind of take back some of what feels like has been taken away from us. Like we're such busy creatures that we create so much all the time and we're doing all the time. But when we're not able to do that, to not allow ourselves to get as upset with the things that are not in our control. And I know for me, that's been a struggle daily, but I have to like take that deep breath and go, I can't control this. I can't. But these are the things that I can do. And I think that
I'm
you've
sure.
offered some really great input in that. So I think it's awesome. I want to ask you, since we did our two, and these are my 7 pop-ups. So, and they're fun. It's totally fun. Nothing hard. I'm not going to ask you like what the 46th state was or something like that. We'll save that for trivia. Okay, so for right now, I know you've been posting so many cool shots of your vinyls. So I
Awesome.
want to ask, so question 1, what is your favorite quarantine record right now?
Ooh, let's see. Might need like 20 seconds to think on this.
That's all right. I mean, you have like 12,000 vinyls, so
I have
there's
1,054 because they're all Brian bought a scanner gun and they're all scanned into Discogs
oh yes.
because it gives you a low, median, and a high value, and then you can attach it to your renter's insurance.
Oh, that's
So in
incredible.
case they would ever be damaged or stolen or who knows what. Yeah, we know what they all are. But let
That's
me think.
incredible.
I really enjoyed the Judd's album a few
Right?
mornings ago.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
posted that one on
yeah,
social, and
yeah,
I was immediately taken back to my childhood. I
yeah.
listened to that record. I mean, on vinyl too, back
Yeah.
on the actual vinyl. And then I thought it was the coolest thing when my mom got it on cassette. And we would just listen to it over and over. I think we just burned out the tape on that. I love that album. Why Not Me is amazing.
I know. I used to work at this farmer's market in Pennsylvania,
Uh-huh.
like high school through college, and I always go back there whenever I'm home visiting my parents, and they have a record store there, and they have this entire crazy back room where nothing's organized at all, and you can just go through them, and I found that in there for $1. so,
A great thing.
so that was really exciting.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you've never heard the Jazz Wine at Me, you should listen to it. So good. Okay, so 2 favorite quarantine food.
Favorite quarantine food. Brian made vegan wings the other night. Those were really good.
They looked really good.
I think they took him about 6 hours to make. It was
killer, right? Why not?
5-step process, but they were really good. Yeah.
That's awesome.
He like made the seitan, and then he had to steam it in the oven, and then like bread them, and then he put them in the air fryer. It was really good.
That's fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, that was good.
So best movie recommendation is our question 3.
Let's see. I have multiple movie recommendations.
Okay.
I am still obsessed with Parasite. I have seen it 3 times now.
That's awesome.
I know it like won Best Picture, but I just love it so much. And now it's on Netflix, I think.
Oh, is it?
It's on Netflix or maybe Hulu for free. Yeah, but I just loved it so much. It's great.
I haven't watched it yet. I have to.
And we watched Onward last night.
Oh, we're watching it.
And I loved it. So that's another like happy movie that maybe will like inspire people to use their imagination.
Right? Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Any others?
I think I don't know. We watched Paper Moon a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's from like the late 70s. It's a really good movie.
Nice.
We shot it in black and white. It's a really cute story from like the Depression time. It's kind of a comedy.
Right now.
Yeah.
All right, those are good ones. I like
those 3, yeah.
I like it. Okay, question 4, and this is just to longingly reminisce. Favorite city?
Favorite city?
From the girl who's traveled the globe. What's
favorite city in the world would definitely be Barcelona. That's my favorite place. Yeah.
That's fantastic. One day. Let's see. Okay, so 5 would be favorite quarantine activity.
That would be trivia. Because I really love it.
That was like a softball pitch to you.
Yeah, what I like is it's it's a bunch of people that like we don't really know each other. Few of us do, but we're not. It's a bunch of different people I don't know that are on it each day because it changes each day who gets the link or not. So, right. But I really like how
you're invited.
Yeah, I really like how we all forget our problems for that 1 hour, and we're all like, "What is this baseball player?" or like, "Who is this baseball player from 1983?" And
it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's so good. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah,
you do for that 1 hour, you totally forget what's happening.
Yeah, so that's nice. I like the Zoom Hangouts too because it feels like you're just like sitting there with people hanging out like almost like at a bar or at a concert or whatever. You're around people, and so many people I know are alone at home.
Yes,
which I don't think about because I mean, like, you have Chet and the boys, I have Brian, but so many people, like, imagine being completely alone and not having someone there all the time. That must be a really big struggle. So
I have a few friends as well that those touch-ins are more required, I think, for people who are completely alone. And but it's interesting how something that we always like kind of thought as like, oh, I have a Zoom meeting, you know, or like if you're like in the office or something like that, you're
Mhm.
like, ugh, Zoom meeting. And now it's like, I have a Zoom meeting. Yay! So yeah, I think that those are definitely good activities right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, number 6, animal you want to cuddle right now.
Cuddle. I really like those the capybaras from South America.
They're so cute.
Yeah,
They're so cute.
they're really cute.
I could go for a capybara hug right now. I love it. I know you kind of touched on this, but it was already on my list. So I'll say question 7 is time passing recommendation.
Hmm.
If there's anything
Time
else.
passing recommendations. Um, Just Dance has been good,
That's a great
and
one.
they have unlimited free for this month.
Yes.
Um,
It's like twofold. You pass time and it technically you will sweat. You will
yeah,
sweat. If you
yeah.
do it properly, especially with our kids, right? You will sweat. Be
What else? Let's see. Um, Sorry, I'm having a mind blank.
no, it happens.
We've we've been playing Mario Kart too
Yeah.
as well. Oh, I planted some seeds.
Oh,
So
that's awesome.
so that's cool. I mean, they're slow to start sprouting, but I
But like,
did it about a week ago. So that's like a cool thing to check on and water the seeds every day.
and then how like gratifying to see
Hmm.
something create like that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Well, I couldn't be more happy to have you as a friend and to be able to still hang out
Yeah,
and
thank you.
chats like this. That I know that it's been a huge benefit, I can say for myself, to you of the hangouts that we've had and being able to. We regularly, when you are home, I mean, we typically see each other pretty often when
Yeah.
you're home for like, you know, a week or two at a time.
Hmm.
So it's been nice to be able to hang out just as frequently, but like in a more consistent way.
For sure. Yeah.
It's weird. I'll give you air hugs.
I know. It's been really nice. I know. It's cool because I feel like we connect during the day, like, and then in the evening, doing all different, like, not even just trivia, just like, hey, how's it going? So that's been
You've
really
been
nice.
a great secondary teacher for
Oh.
the boys with the homework and all of that. So I've been grateful for that. But I think that it's really important to remember like that we are all here, that we're not alone. And so I am grateful for you. So thank
I
you.
am grateful for you too.
Well, thanks for letting me pick your brain with this. And